I'm rearranging all of the stories I've ever been told about the family. Everything's sort of recalculating, recalibrating.
RuPaul Charles has one of the most compelling stories that we've ever uncovered. It begins with a record from the year 1804, in which a white planter named Jacques Fontenette freed two of his slaves, RuPaul's great-great-grandmother Nanette and her brother Andre, all the while keeping their mother, a woman known in the records only as Negro Julie, in bondage.
Can you imagine becoming free when your mother remains a slave? Julie was still a slave at the time of her own children's manumission, which had to make her heart sing, that her children would be free.
Yeah.
But still it meant that she was enslaved.
Wow. I wonder what precipitated giving them their freedom. I wonder what that was. Why he did it.
Why do you think?
The first thing that comes to mind is that he has a relationship with Negro Julie. Mm-hmm. Somehow, through compassion of the heart, he did this. Maybe because he's their father?
Mm-hmm. Love?
Love would be the number one thing that would someone would grant someone their freedom like this.
But he didn't love Julie enough to free her too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's bittersweet.
We don't know about the nature of the relationship between Julie and the man who owned her, but Julie's story has a happy ending. It lies in a manumission record dated September 7th, 1818, about 14 years after Nanette and Andre had been freed.
Nanette stated that before he died, her brother Andre had bought Julie, his mother, from Jacques Fontenette with the intention of manumitting her. Mm-hmm. However, Andre died before this could be accomplished. Mm-hmm. Now, Nanette, sole heir of Andre, manumits Julie.
What's it like to see that?
To live long enough to free your mother, from slavery. That takes some real faith. And to not give up. And very easily, people could fade away.
It's too much.
Too much.
Too much. Mm.
And he didn't quite get to the finish line, but his sister.
But his sister did.
Picked it up.
Yeah, and he made sure of that.
Wow.
Can you imagine what that must have felt like to be able to do that?
Wow, I can imagine to live long enough to come full circle in life like that. When my mother was on her deathbed, she called me and she said, "Ru, come here, I need you." She was on her deathbed in the living room where I put the bed. And she said, "I'm embarrassed about this, but I need your help because I have messed myself."
Right.
And this sounds weird, but it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever done on this planet, to have helped someone who has helped me in that way.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of things in life. Mm-hmm. That turnaround of helping my mother like that has to be the most incredible thing I've ever done.
Retrieving lost stories can be an act of restoration, not only of our ancestors' resilience, but of the resilience of the entire human community. To see more incredible stories, click here and watch the next video.